All right, so today we're trying to do the Q&A in this video. So I think this is going to be a separate video from the meat video that we had. I just want to say thank you again to all the people who came out to that. So we're about to go see a movie, but we thought we'd get a couple questions out of the way. We can't do a bunch just because tonight is our last night and we're trying to hang out, but we shall do some. Okay, so the plan is to film this video, edit it, and post it by 5:30 today. Okay, so here's a pretty general question. I want to know for the Q&A how old both of you are, and do you and your girlfriend smoke weed?
19, and I do not smoke weed.
And I'm 21, and I've never smoked weed in my life.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, we're actually going to head to the movies right now. So, we're going to continue with the Q&A after we get back from seeing...
The one scary movie.
Yeah. What is it called?
The Cure for something?
A Cure for Wellness.
A Cure for Wellness.
Should be good. We'll tell you about it when we get back. Alright, we are back from the movie. We saw... What is it? What was it? A Cure for Wellness. And it was actually not the same movie we thought it was going to be. We thought we were seeing Get Out, but it was actually A Cure for Wellness. We thought A Cure for Wellness was the movie Get Out, so we were actually kind of disappointed with the movie. Hey, what'd you think of the movie? What'd you think of the movie?
It was weird. It started out really cool, and then it went so just strange, like a completely different rabbit trail that I did not think it would go on.
Yeah.
But it's okay, I guess.
We would not recommend, I don't think. But yeah, so we're just going to get back into the Q&A while we clean up this place because we're leaving. Well, I'm leaving tomorrow back to Washington to get started on that 1J build. So let's see. NateBoard_P asks, who are your favorite skateboarders?
R.I.P. Dylan Reeder.
Hey. I would have to say Dylan Reeder too, and Simon Banro as well.
Aw.
Julia Squad asks, is your girlfriend hipster? What do I think?
Hipster?
No.
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 I don't think I would consider myself a hipster.
Donnie asks, how'd you get that scar on your forehead? I don't know if you guys can see it in this light, but it's... Yeah, you can see it now.
Face the light.
There it is. Sam, the one who's been in the videos a couple times with the Oldsmobile, he threw a beer bottle on the ground and it smashed into my face when we were really young. And I lost a lot of blood and almost died. Adam Steele asks, how old were you when you learned how to drive manual? And in what car was it? He says he was 15 when he did, and it was on the Impreza he drives now. I learned how to drive manual on my 1990 Saab 900 SPG, and that was a pretty sick car. It was the first turbo car I ever drove, and pretty much the only turbo car I ever drove, besides the SR20 that I drove yesterday at the meet, or 2 days ago actually. I drove some guy's SR20 240, which was sick. So thanks again for that. But yeah, Saab 900, I sold that car pretty much 2 weeks after I bought the 240.
And me, I was 18 and it was in Quinton's 240.
Yep.
Yeah. Or the light.
So I'm going to celebrate. Michaela's not because she is not of age, but I am. Hopefully this doesn't break anything.
Oh god.
Sorry to our Airbnb hostess.
Oh god. Ah, you can't even see it. Oh.
Oh, I almost caught it.
So Quentin's just gonna celebrate for
I'm going
me.
to have a mimosa.
For my birthday.
Yep. Okay, so Mad Drift says his question was, are you planning on putting about a body kit on the 240 once you get it finished? And yeah, I plan on doing some sort of kit. Probably just wide body fenders and then front bumper. Not really sure what front bumper, and then side skirts, and then no rear bumper, just a bash bar. Would you ever let Michaela drift the 240? That was asked by Alma Libre.
I would say that you probably wouldn't let me right now. But eventually.
If we had an open parking lot, I would let her try it, and if it was running, but maybe not as soon as I get the engine in, because
Yeah,
who would win in a fight, Michaela or the 1J?
Me. Oh wait, or I thought it was between me and you. What was the question?
Michaela or the 1J?
Oh, like for your heart?
I don't know.
Me.
Nice. Local Lurker asks, who made the lemon? Yeah, and why are lemons so existent? And why do they taste so good in water?
I have no idea.
Yo Jetsy asks, if you could collab with 3 YouTubers, who would they be, and in what order would you rank them on your priorities of collabing? I would start with Noriaro. He's probably my favorite YouTuber. The Fellas Network, because they're just super awesome dudes and I'd love to meet them. And then
Me too. I love you
and
guys.
so would Michaela. Yeah, she loves you guys too. Check out their YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. And 3 would be David Dobrik.
Hell yeah!
Even though he does not like give a shit about cars. I think that'd be cool because he's really funny.
I love him.
But yeah, Noriaro, number 1. For sure. Alright, so Suck My Fireball asks, how much time would you say YouTube consumes editing, filming, responding, etc.? And this question I actually answered directly in the comments because I forgot we were doing a Q&A. This was my answer. So for the last video I made, it was just me walking around and talking. And I said, well, I got home from school today around 11, got this video posted by 3:45. And even though it wasn't a very eventful video, so that was 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, about 5 hours of filming and editing for about a 15-minute long video in which we didn't do many things. So I think I probably spent about 45 minutes filming that video because it was just pretty much one big long take. But if I were to, like, me and DJ were to film, like, installing a part or something, sometimes that can take a day or even 2 days sometimes. So around a day, I don't know, like, probably, like, if I were to just even it all out and round it down, probably, like, 5 or 6 hours a day.
Say more.
More.
Because including responding, it says. You, like, respond to comments all the time.
Maybe 7 or 8 hours a day. Something like that. It's hard to say, really. Okay, so the 90s asks, have you ever lost your license or got in trouble with the cops for car-related stuff? We know you don't bullshit us. I've never lost my license, but I have. It feels like every single time I want to do like a little skate on the street, there's always a cop around the corner. Like every single time I do it, there's going to be a cop there, is what it feels like. So I don't really do it anymore, but I've done it a couple times in the past, and sure enough, there was a cop around the corner or like pulling up behind me or whatever. It happened one time, a really rainy night. I passed my friend's house and I was like, oh shit, my friends are there, so I'm gonna go say hi. So I just did like a little skid, like a U-turn in the middle of the road and went back to their house, and then there's a cop like coming towards me when I turned around, and he was like, I saw that maneuver, shouldn't be doing that. And then I got a ticket, and not reckless driving, but other one,
negligent
driving. Yeah. And then one time I was pulling out of my driveway at my house and the cop pulled me over, and I actually have footage of that video on my channel. So yeah, that was those are my 2 incidents with cops. And he said, also, if your girlfriend is there, I would like you guys to appreciate your Australian audience. We really love you guys. By appreciating us, you must perform an Australian ritual, a shoey. Put your favorite alcoholic bevy into your shoe and skull it. Thanks, mate. If you don't do it, you're fucked, and I'll go subscribe to Haggard Garage. Peace. So I think I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna put an entire beer into my shoe, but I'll put some beer into my Huff Classics. I don't know if you guys have had this, but it's pretty dank. It's like a summer shandy type beer. Linden Hoggles.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Kind of tastes like lemonade.
This is disgusting.
How much do I put in?
I don't know, enough to get it out. You have to wear wet shoes to the airport tomorrow.
This one's for the fellas.
Ew. Oh no, nice carpet. That's so gross. Wow.
Alright, so since I did that, I want to challenge the fellas to do that as well. I don't know if maybe it's like a joke and it's not an actual tradition in Australia.
And they literally just made you drink stuff out of your shoe.
Nemus Poo asks, if this channel had any actual content, what would it be? Patrick K. Koala's I6 says, does the AE86 have a welded diff? If not, will it get one, or does it have an LSD? It has a really nice Kaz 2-way LSD. That's probably going to stay in it for a long time until it goes out, or I just want to run a welded diff. I think it's a Kaz, or maybe it's a Cusco. One of those higher end 2-ways.
Emperor Cusco?
Yeah, Emperor Cusco 2-way.
Ooh. LSSJ Brogetta, and it says, where in the world do you guys want to travel to, and what would you do in those places? What about you? I don't know. Off the top of my head.
I really want to go to Patagonia. I think that would be super sick just because it's so like out there. Like there's not much development of like people and stuff. Bunch of mountains and snow and stuff like that. So I think it'd be cool to explore there. And I'd also want to go to Australia and Japan for sure.
I think I know mine. I would want to go to Thailand for one, and I think I'd want to go. I don't know if it's Thailand or a different place. They have like a full moon party. It's just like a big party all night long on the beach, and like I would want to go there and do that, or go to Bali, Indonesia, or like Italy. Just Europe in general. I would love to. I want to try to study abroad in Europe.
Luke G asks, what brand over fenders are those on the 8.6? I believe they are, shoot. What are they?
The over fenders brand?
Yeah. For some reason I can't remember the name of the brand right now. Fine Line Tuning. That's what it is. Fine Line Tuning. They make the over fenders. I'm pretty sure, unless they're like a knockoff. Well, the Fine Line ones are basically a knockoff as well, but pretty much everything's a knockoff these days, so check out Fine Line Tuning. They make really good stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's what these are, but the guy never really said, so can't be sure. We're in the bedroom now. We have shifted from the kitchen to here.
This one says, Quentin, what's your favorite meme? Same question for Michaela as well, and it's from Colin Wright.
We're in Arizona.
I have one now. It's the guy that's like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that one's funny. Last time I said Harambe, but that was just like the first thing that came to my mind.
Does your fan base have a name? If not, you should call us the Skid Marks.
No, I think naming your fan base is kind of lame. If you guys want to deem yourselves something, then go ahead, but that's not for me to decide. When the heck are we doing a collab with the Fellas Network? That's a good question. I think, I don't know, as soon as we can, I guess. I'd love to go over there. And I know DJ would too, and I know they would love to have us.
I would love to have them. Wait, this one's funny. What trick do you eat the most shit on? Every trick?
I don't know. Probably backside nose blunts. My nose always kind of slips up, like up the quarter, and then I fall like into the quarter. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Apparently neither of us.
I have shorts on.
So do I. Duncan de Holst asks, do you guys have any prior knowledge about cars? We had no knowledge of cars before we started this YouTube channel about 2 years ago, so everything we've done, we've basically learned ourselves, and we've been ridiculed for it a little bit, which is understandable, but I think we've come a long way since then, so that's good. Jose Flores asks, what can you catch but can't throw? A cold.
Oh.
Obvious. What are you going to school for?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to school for business.
It's asked by Trenton, by the way.
Oh. For business, marketing, and I have a minor in design studies, so hopefully I can do something like with visual marketing.
She's gonna market all my stuff.
That me. Javier Villegas says, shout out my girlfriend. Her name is Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Shout out to Brooke.
I just like all the car girls in the world. Oh, we met, I don't know if you talked about them in the last, for the meet, but the guy, Derek, that had the
SR2240 that I drove?
He had his wife, Georgina. She was like the sweetest thing ever, and like I hung out with her the majority of the meet, so I wanted to shout her out because I like her a lot, and she's a sweetheart.
Silas Lopez asks, if you had to forcefully break one of your bones, which one would it be? Probably my finger.
I was going to say a finger
pointer
too.
Finger or something.
A finger or like a toe.
Or toe, yeah. How many tattoos do you have and what are they? We've actually been looking for this question because I got a new tattoo last night actually on her birthday. And we got it right over there. Or she gave it to me right over there. So I have 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and you have a new one.
Oh yeah, and I have another new one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tattoos, and what do they mean? Basically, they don't really mean a lot. This one's from a book, this one's from a book, this one's from a book, this one, I just like bears. This is what my grandpa always says, so I got that for him. It is what it is. And then this one is my first tattoo. I drew it up in a tattoo shop in California, because we just all wanted to get tattoos. Then this one's...
Your new one.
Oh yeah, I just got this one, just because I thought it looked pretty cool. This is the most recent one, besides the one I got last night. And then these two have really long stories that you can check out in an old Q&A video of me and Michaela if you want to hear the long stories about them. Actually, this one's just Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He got a bad new tattoo. He was meaning to do Bad News, but it just hurt him too much, so he stopped. And then this is from a book as well called The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. The last line in the book is the horror. And here's my most recent one.
I can film it for you if you want.
No, it's fine. It's still in the healing process, but it was a stick and poke as well. And yeah, that's a kite. And I got a kite because me and Michaela flew a kite on our first date. So yeah.
And I did it. That was my first ever stick and poke.
Yep.
I have a rectangle right here. You can't see it. And it's because my favorite band is the 1975, and that's like the symbol thing. A lot of fans get this tattooed on them, and that sounds really cheesy, but I've seen them in like 5 states. I'm gonna go see them in New York coming up now. I mean, in like June. They've been my favorite band since I was like freshman in high school.
BWRX asks, where did you take Michaela on your first date? And he's also digging the Chong lamps on the back. Like we just said, we went to just a park near her house and we flew a kite.
And just sat at the skate park.
Dang, Roberto Figueroa says best channel on the internet. Thanks, dude. Backwoods Media says, is it hard being so far away from your girlfriend? Yeah, it's pretty tough, but it's worth it in the end. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm just saying you're being cute, so I'm pushing you. It's tough.
Rice for God asks, when do you think the 1J will be finished and ready to run? That's a good question. That is a good question, because I'm not positive, but I know that I'm going to get the engine in this coming week, hopefully. I'm going to get the engine over to my buddy's house, Hunter, and we're going to get the engine in the car. And then there's a couple other things we need to do. Probably by the end of March should be running, that's my guess. K426-180G says, if you had to choose a car to get rid of, which would it be, 86 or 240? That's a good question, but I would have to get rid of the 86. All right, I think we might end it on this question, and then we're gonna stay up all night and just hang out because it's our last day, and then I'm headed back to Washington in the morning, and I'll just be able to sleep on the flight because I'll be tired as fuck. And then I'm pretty sure I have to work tomorrow too. Barry says, are hot dogs sandwiches?
No.
I think they are.
I don't think they're sandwiches.
It's 2 buns and then meat in the middle, right?
But the meat is differently shaped. I don't know. I consider it not a sandwich.
I'd call it a sandwich. What would you call it then?
It's like a thing all its own.
Hot dog?
Yeah. It's not a sandwich. What class?
Well,
Look at the definition.
what if you put meat, like, what if you put like salami in it?
I don't think putting salami in a hot dog would make it any less of a hot dog.
Like salami in a hot dog bun.
I'm looking at the definition of a sandwich. An item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. So 2 pieces of bread. I consider a bun 1 piece of bread.
Yeah, but sometimes they fall apart and become 2.
But it's like.
What do you guys think?
It says
the real question here is a hot dog a sandwich? I say it is. She says it's not.
I work at Jimmy John's. I know what a sandwich is.
I work at a pizza
Not
place.
A sandwich shop.
Illest Vaping 702 says, you say a lot. Alright, so thank you guys for watching our Q&A video. We're gonna try to stay up all night so I can sleep on the plane and so we can just spend some time together. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be bringing the engine over to my buddy's house and getting to work on it because I got all the parts waiting at home right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Well, she won't, but I will.
Aww.